You're done playing the game the correct way, can you do a genocide run?
Probably. I'm sure there's lots of different ways to play it.
Hello, Steve.
Would you believe me if I said the genocide run is the correct way
Other
to
than
play
having no memory, I guess I'm alright.
All right.
This guy's got the
You
question.
should be ecstatic.
I started a new
Considering
game.
what you're
Oh, did you? Fair enough,
getting into. If you haven't gotten
I
into
think
it
you're gonna
already.
surprise me and tell me this game came out like 2 years ago or something, instead of like, back in
I'm playing it on a
1992.
DOS box.
I
Her
thought
daddy's
it came out
worried
recently,
about
but it's actually
getting
from
his
97.
meat. So if I were him, I'd be more concerned about Stephanie getting
It's like the
some
same
meat.
vibe as Seven Guests or something
Right.
like that.
And you are...
You always were a kidder, Steve.
Well,
I'm
we're
Mr.
actually
Johnson,
really-
remember?
I didn't
Glad
finish
you
that.
stopped
That's
by. Just
Oh, I
got
did.
finished waxing the tucker.
Took me years,
I could
but
use a
did.
little relaxation. But since Edna's not here, I might as well talk to you. Edna Fitzpatrick is one of the snootiest women in town. I declare there isn't a woman in Harvest that turned me away. If I was interested, that is. Just because she owns DNAs, she's got all these highfalutin ideas about independence. And her with a little girl to raise. That child needs a father. And Edna, well, she needs a good hard penis.
This guy.
Penis.
Jesus.
What makes you
It's
so
a
sure she
child's
needs a
penis.
penis?
You saying Edna's getting it from someone else?
Yeah, it goes a long way to the bee.
Let's go and look at this spooky abandoned house.
It's the bee woman.
I thought it's the house from It.
No, just you wait. This is
Yeah,
the bee
it's the
woman.
house I met. There's something dead in there. There's flies about.
They're bees.
Oh,
It's not often that I get visitors. I am
Because your house fucking stinks.
The ignorant of Harvest called me the Wasp Woman.
Oh, sorry.
A
wasp woman,
pejorative,
Yeah.
no doubt. Born of fear
Oh yeah, she doesn't
and
like these.
poverty of imagination.
I don't understand.
The politics of honey, the Judeo-Christian rites of sacrifice and conventional taboos against unbridled pleasure are all responsible for the prejudice against wasps.
Imagine losing your memory and coming in this woman's house. I mean, I guess like just arriving in this woman's house full of giant wasps anyway would be a bit scary. But
Looks like already else. Someone else has already came in the house.
I like the picture of the wasp above the oven. It's really nice.
yeah,
I like the honeycomb.
Yes, a great deal of pleasure. The wasp is a sensual being, not a laborer. Hedonistic instead of industrial. Some think them quick to anger. In truth, they are easily swayed to ecstasy. They penetrate your flesh, and the muscular contractions in their thorax as they pump venom
Choice words here,
could be
like.
likened to the muscular contractions of ejaculation, each painful welt, and a god that demands sacrifice and atonement. But the
Chris, did you know wasps
wasp is
come when they sting you?
promiscuous.
apparently, yeah.
They are not
I didn't know that.
sympathetic
She could
to
write
the
good
masses, because
like,
they don't
porn
die
fiction
when
stuff.
they sting.
Very bad.
They
Yeah.
live to sting another
You could,
day.
yeah.
No,
And
this,
they
this
like-
woman, this woman could.
pleasure from it.
Oh,
If people who wear dog suits are furries and people who wear lizard suits are scalies, what are the ones that find wasps attractive?
fuzzies.
Fuzzies.
Fuzzies, not stingies.
Is that Chris joining my stream?
Yeah.
Do you want to hear this woman do her little porno
It's not
thing?
often that I get visitors.
Yeah.
Just heard it.
Not
Oh,
a
wow.
laborer. Hedonistic instead of
Oh.
industrial.
Ugh.
Some think them
She's a true
quick to
buzzy.
anger.
Did you know wasps come when they're stinging?
Easily swayed to ecstasy.
Well, I don't know about that. And also, she said that they don't
penetrate your
like.
flesh,
They're not
and
workers,
the
but they are. They
muscular
collect
contractions
paper.
in their thorax as they
I
pump
suppose that's what she's
venom
got.
could be likened to the
She
muscular
won't want to think of herself as a
contractions
worker though.
of ejaculation.
She just wants to think
Each
about
painful
wasp
welt
sex.
Putting wasps up a fanny.
and
Yeah.
act
Oh.
of love.
Was this Harvester?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this is fucking sick.
Like,
I've seen this
encapsulate.
before.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, it's all a bit like that.
Bye bye, driver.
What game is this?
Harvester.
Very good game.
You've,
Never heard of it.
You've lost your
Fantastic.
memory, and you wake up, and everyone's been like, "Oh, you're such a kidder, Steve," and you've got to find out what's going on.
I forgot how fucking mad it was. I watched the playthrough of it like a few years.
That's good.
Examine the man of the house squeezing his meat.
There he is, my future son-in-law. And how's he doing today? What brings him to the Potsdam household? Huh? Huh?
Oh, I forgot about his fucking
What a
like hands
card.
fiddling.
Did I kid about something like that?
He's
Why
fiddling
won't you
with his
believe
mace.
me?
Well,
Is he
you always
fiancé
were a
this
kidder,
song?
Steve. Your
No,
mother just telephoned us about your latest
not ugly.
shenanigans. Isn't
no one
that
in this
right,
game is
Potsdam?
attractive.
Is this
Sure did, Mr.
released with
Potsdam.
voice acting, or was it
You
always
little
like this?
rascal.
Oh, is that voice acting?
Imagination's a
They were
swell
real
thing
actors,
to
I think,
have
because in
in
the
small
FMVs you can
amounts.
see them.
Man needs to keep his feet on the ground, especially if he's getting married. Tell me, is your father feeling better? Is he going back to the slaughterhouse anytime soon?
Tell me about this wedding.
Well, it looks like we're going to have to hold the wedding down at the funeral parlor.
You need to try,
Since I'm not a member
you need to try
of the
the
lodge.
typing responses, Jen, to see what you can get out of them.
Mr. Moynihan is
Because you
giving
can get
his
some
okay.
crazy shit. I
And
was
your
watching a
father is going to
playthrough where
congregate there with
the
plenty
guy
of
told his
meat.
mother, "Fuck you," and the game interpreted
What?
it as the guy asking his mother to fuck
Oh
him.
yeah, she's like
No.
flirts with you, doesn't she?
Yeah. It's fucking ringing.
I thought you could only type in stuff you'd seen. Like,
No, you can type whatever you want.
No,
Yeah,
you can type in whatever.
the other night when I played a bit, like, to test it out, Alex was having me type penis to everyone, because that man, if you did that, he talked about putting his penis in
Well,
it.
yeah, sometimes it works. Obviously, not all
Jen,
characters will
hang on,
work.
Jen.
Alright.
Jen, type "fuck you."
Well, I feel like I should save first.
No. Type "fuck you."
Game over.
You gotta get a kill.
Fucky,
Stop
sucky.
mumbling, Steve. I can't understand you at all.
Okay. Yeah, if they don't have a response, that's how you get.
It's like,
But-
oh, what are you doing?
Meat.
Pussy.
Meat is the foundation of any decent society. Everyone needs at least 3 servings of red meat a day. And anyone who says otherwise is a commie.
Yeah.
And
Why red meat,
once
then?
you're married to
Hell yeah,
Stephanie,
fuck
I'll be
communism.
part of the family too. And your father will give me all the meat I want.
Eat red or become red.
I
You're
want
the
to make certain we're
Right.
not getting into the lodge.
The static is so insane in this room. Stephanie. I really need to see Stephanie.
Mrs. Potsdam grounded Stephanie. So, you'd better go ask her permission before you go upstairs.
plot twist. This
Sorry,
is the same
Steve.
universe as
The
the
last
Lisa
thing I want
games,
to
and that's
do is
Brad's
upset
dad.
you and your father before the wedding.
God.
Not with the meat.
The
It's
size of this lad's living room is
you
close.
will remind your dad about the meat.
That's
won't
the
you?
takeaway.
Hello, Steve. Have you flossed today?
Yeah.
Well, Stephanie is grounded, Steve.
Oh no, you're engaged to a
I'm sure I
fucking
don't
child.
know.
Run,
Mr.
run
Potsdam
very
has sent her
far.
to her room, and in her room she'll stay until Mr. Potsdam says otherwise.
Perfectly
Probably
fine
until
in the
the
deep
wedding.
south.
Mr.
I don't think
Potsdam
it's really
feels there's
perfectly
too
fine
much
anyway,
at
to be
stake
honest. I
allow
think
Stephanie
it's
to run around loose.
seen as perfectly
wanna get
fine and
married
being
either,
perfectly
huh?
fine are two
Are
very
you
different
saying
things.
you don't want to marry my daughter?
I don't know your daughter, Mrs. Potsdam. Why is she grounded? Afraid she'll run away before the wedding?
No. She
You
just
don't want this
reminds us
wedding
more
either,
about
Steve,
the
for
wedding
fuck's
every
sake.
bit
Stop
as
digging yourself a
delighted as
hole.
we are. But
He
she
just
might get
doesn't
hit by a
remember
car
he doesn't
or
want
a
his
falling
wedding on
piano or who knows what. Mr.
Falling
Potsdam
piano.
wants us all to be one happy family, and he doesn't want to risk anything happening at the last minute.
Fair enough.
I don't see any reason why not.
Let's type "fuck you."
I don't want to type fuck you at these people.
I'm gonna get the soundtrack for this.
Sorry,
Are
I
you
didn't
gonna
catch
die?
that.
Comes home from work, you sat there just enjoying fucking
You
pheromone
mustn't be
noises.
too hard on Mr. Potsdam, Steve.
And static.
He's a disappointed man. No matter how many lodge admission forms he fills out, they keep turning him down. He has a new application in, though, so keep your fingers crossed. If he
Chapel of
joins the
Love.
lodge,
It's like a
you
rejected
and
theme
Stephanie
tune for the
can have your wedding in the Chapel of Love, rather than over at Moynihan's place.
Oh hi, it was that ceiling.
It's pretty high up. It's higher than his
What can
sofa
you tell me
anyway.
about the lodge?
just that they're exclusive and secretive. If you're curious, you ought to pick up a lodge application at the post office
I don't trust
and
any
take it over to
sealer
the
that I can't
sergeant
reach
at
if I
arms.
jump.
Isn't that a
Don't know. Is your right to be, Jen?
It's like it's going to wasp or something.
Who are you? What are you doing in my room?
Haven't you heard? We're getting married.
So, you're the one. Steve, isn't it?
You mean
You need to tell her.
you don't know me?
I mean, I don't know anyone. I don't remember anything. How many times do I have to say it?
Just one, Stephanie, because I can't remember a damn thing either.
Really? Oh God, I thought it was just
That
me.
picture, you know, on
You're not
IT
alone.
crowd when the photo of Dunham changed.
Come on here.
Those people downstairs have locked me in my room. They say I'm grounded. Everything in Harvest seems to revolve around this damned lodge. This Order of the Harvest Moon. They're responsible for this insane bake sale that's coming, and for the Harvest Blood Drive, too. When people talk about the lodge, it's always in this hushed, reverent tone. Mom keeps telling me that women can't join, but she keeps pressuring me to get you to join.
Interesting. Maybe if I want answers, I should go right to the source and get a membership application.
I look at that building, all lit up at night, and I get scared.
I mean, look at the damn thing. Seem like a harmless bunch of Masons to you?
Oh, dude, I could operate on toilets.
To the left, it looks like
I had some rubies, it was actually really nice.
He's purring.
Yeah, it's good shit on it.
I want to pick more
Yeah,
items up.
before I joined this call, I finished off about enough Chinese food, probably like 4 people.
I mean, you are
That's not very rude.
size, though.
Yes, yeah.
All stacked up.
It's inverse square rule, isn't it? You know, twice as tall, 4 times as heavy.
Oh, who goes there?
They tell me my name is Steve.
All right. It's Section 21. Keep your distance, son. I wouldn't want to have to blow your head off.
That makes 2 of us.
So you're the amnesiac, huh? Just another draft-dodging ploy the way I see it. But at least you're not an alien. You see their ships every now and then. Sometimes Swell bags one in the woods.
Who are you?
Colonel
I've
Buster
only noticed
Monroe,
that just carried him up and
commander
no
of the
legs.
Harvest Nuclear Missile
yeah, he's got no
Installation,
legs.
keeping America safe from those who would dye our flag red, white, and pink.
These are nuclear missiles?
Goddamn right they are. Every one of them ready to rain death on the Ruskies. All I gotta do is hit the button and blammo! The price of vodka goes through the roof. Along with the vodka.
Well, I suppose you have, you know, safeguards against accidents?
Safeguards? Don't be such a weak sister. There are no safeguards. This is the 50s.
Then you have sole control of the, missiles.
That's right. Been in charge here since WW2, when I got my lower torso shot off in the war. Those pennywaists in Washington wanted to stick me behind a desk. To hell with that!
Look at his
They
expression.
owed me!
I know, it's brilliant.
I left my legs in Dusseldorf. They owed me!
I wonder what happens if you just say legs to him.
After the
Yeah,
trauma
I
of
feel
having
like
to
he would have
crawl
been
from
medically
Germany to
discharged,
England
like,
trailing
still
my
still
intestines
got
behind me,
many legs.
I was
Look,
too
you don't need
emotionally
legs to shoot a
unstable
gun.
to
You don't
continue
need
in the
legs to
military.
fight communism.
That's why they gave me this nice cushy job.
Well, no, you can.
And put me in
you can
charge
sound
of
like a
nuclear
gun.
missiles.
I don't think you understand that with a large enough caliber firearm, he can actually aim the gun away from you, and because he doesn't weigh as much, he can then go fly towards you, ready to tackle you to the ground. Yeah.
He should at least have a chair.
He doesn't have ass.
Well, he might.
A little cushion.
What do you mean? Well, no, he clearly doesn't have.
Doesn't mean
No,
he doesn't have an ass.
yeah, but no, he's got no like pelvic region. Look, you've got no. He's got no arse
He's
to be
holding,
attached.
he's holding himself up.
It's a tell.
Are you implying his arse like transform as inside?
funny thing about it
Oh,
is,
like he might have arse cheeks.
you wouldn't think so, but you've got about 3 miles
You're
of
saying,
intestines in
but
your
it's
body,
stupid.
all curled. Now that came in handy as I gauged my progress. While I crawled from Germany to England, my intestines would unravel, such that every 3 miles I'd have to roll them back up and stuff them back in. It became my benchmark, what I lived for. Every time I stuffed my intestines back in, I knew I was 3 miles closer to freedom. In this way, I kept my sanity.
So silly.
Actually,
That's
judging
what
from
I
Steve's
told those
waistline,
idiots
from
in
that
Washington.
guy, he probably doesn't
But
have
did they
arse cheeks.
listen? No! Some weak sister shrink said I was too emotionally unstable to kill Koreans, so they transferred me to this boring stockpile of armed nuclear warheads. And to top it off, those pansy firemen won't let me join the Harvest Volunteer Fire Department. Oh, it makes you wonder, what's the point going on?
How you like... Hey, Lemon. Yeah, how in the front of the ships?
I'm really curious.
Ask him about.
I don't
Borg
follow.
Oh.
Leg.
Yeah, of course he can't follow. He hasn't got any legs.
See Korean. See Korean.
Oh yeah.
That's what Korean.
I don't follow.
Oh, you just feel funny.
Ask
Say
him
penis.
about communists.
Ask him
I
about
don't
communism.
follow.
Alright, use communism, the full word.
I don't follow.
Oh, this guy
See, you
sucks.
don't follow.
This guy sucks dick.
Say Jeremy
Try
Corbyn.
penis, he hasn't got one anymore.
Well, just
I don't
Penis.
You misspelled it. It was Pernus.
Yes, I
Try
guess
again.
so.
I don't follow.
Right, try following.
Try nuke.
Can you say before you came to
Ask him about
Harvest
shit
your lower
sauce.
torso was shot off in the war?
That's right.
Ask him about
It was behind enemy lines. The night was dark. The rain
Oh wow, what
wet.
did you ask him?
Lower torso. It was one I remembered.
Precariously
don't be
sandwiched
impressed.
between my knees as I crawled in the muddy mud.
No, it was an option I had earlier. I
I
just
didn't see
take
the
it.
Jerry taking aim at me with his machine gun until half
That's
of
super
me was
bullshit. You
flying
have to
through the
say
air.
that specifically. And
With a
legs
quick
doesn't.
spray of bullets in a straight line.
I really wanted him to get
It
upset
shot
if I
my
said
body
legs.
clean in two.
But like
My lower
walking.
body landed at
How
that
do you have to
Jerry's
shoot
feet.
someone with a large caliber machine gun to blow them
I
in
can
half
still
and have
hear
their
him
legs land next to where
laughing
you
as I
are?
started
Very
crawling in
precisely.
the general direction of England, calling behind me in broken English, "Mein Freund, where is your legs? Looky, what have we here? Some legs? Hey,
What are you
some
doing?
legs?"
I thought these legs were
I'll
abandoned.
never forget looking back over my shoulder and said, "Crowd doing the can-can with my legs."
Oh. Wow.
Till a few weeks later,
Something
with
one of my
only a
D&D
compass and
characters
pair of
would do.
guns, we made back to
I
safety.
think your D&D character would be
Now, the Krauts are our
traumatized.
friends and the commie bastards are our enemies.
If that campaign went on any longer,
But
Nick
even so,
Costello would
there's
have
at
lost
least
his
one
legs and been
crowd
mad
out
about it.
there that I'll never invite over to
How do you know
Sunday
this
dinner.
isn't future Christou right here?
Relegated to watching nukes.
Remember, duck and cover.
Okay.
I can cover boys.
Just a
Can I
bit.
just
Of,
get him a wheelchair or something?
he doesn't want one. But here's a bit of fun.
Halt! Who goes there?
It's just me, Steve.
What do you want? Did the llamas send you? I knew it. They won't leave me alone. Them and the kookaburras. 9! 9!
Why why was it all FMV but the bulletin model and I?
Look, this game's ahead of its time. We don't have the answers.
Ahead of the curve.
I just really love that he's holding himself up and he's got the button for the nuclear missiles on like the
Underneath.
underside. So if I don't know if he fell asleep or just his arms got tired, they'd just go off. That's just great.
They deemed him too mentally unstable to go and kill communists, but he's perfectly fine.
Koreans.
Pardon the nuclear button.
Commies and Koreans?
Well, even the Koreans are communists in this
You never know.
setting.
Oh yeah. earlier on, Ruby thought that this is a little man. I mean, it is a little man.
Jenny, make him moonwalk.
Oh, Chris, it's like when we're playing that D&D.
Oh yeah, Chronicles of Mysteria.
Yeah.
Found the little gnome men.
Oh, that was good, that.
Look at Alfred Hitchcock.
Steve, good of you to drop by, big guy. Haven't seen you since graduation. A lot of changes, I hear.
You could say that.
Good, good. That's a nice part of my job. Turning fine young men and women out into the world, and then watching them prosper. Of course, I was able to reach more people at the old Sentinel, God bless her.
I still don't know what
But then again, I never got to see the results of my work up close before.
Who are you?
You know very well I'm Mr. Harold, the principal of Gain Memorial. Steve, I've heard about this amnesia nonsense. I had hoped you'd be in the lodge by now, fine young fellow like yourself. But now, I think maybe you need a little more quality time.
Oh no.
Quality time.
What do you
about
mean,
the quality time?
quality time?
Some, like Miss Whaley, favor stern discipline, corporal punishment, as a means of socialization. Myself, I temper discipline
Oh no.
with love.
Yeah, just going straight for it.
Quality time can be such a warm, sharing experience. After just a few sessions, you'd stop this amnesia nonsense and become a productive member of society and a fit candidate for the lodge.
If you let me diddle you.
Is he offering you a rough
born
whack
some
to try to
quality
rid of your
time,
amnesia?
the
He's a
greatest
fucking
gift I
nonce.
can bestow
It'll
upon
well
you
sort me out,
as
it
your
will.
former principal is a word of advice. Join the Order of the Harvest Moon at any cost.
Oh, I love that game.
Within the lodge lies your future, and without dust.
Without dust.
Anybody?
Come a nonce.
Yes.
Why do you keep calling me big guy?
Come a fat
A sign of
pedo.
respect, lad. As principal,
I'll
my
just
station
write.
is higher than yours now, but you never know what the future holds, so you should always hedge your bets and pay tribute to your inferiors.
This is what
You
Blue
never know
Howard would
who
sound
will
like if
come
he
to
made sense.
power, or who, even now,
Making
wields
sense,
it
yeah.
behind the scenes. For all I know, you might already be a member of the Order, with access to the lodge. If that were the case, you'd be my superior, and I'd be all that much better off having shown you respect and spent some quality time with you.
I love that pause before quality time. That's amazing.
Ask me about quality time.
I've already asked you about quality time.
Have you? Okay.
Drop in
I say
again
yes.
soon. Adult education is a wonderful thing, as is adult quality time.
Just call it fucking.
No, it's quality time.
Not quality time. I love me some quality time.
Hey, class.
My
First time you did
goodness,
it.
class, this is Stephen. He used to be a student here at Gein Memorial. Say hello, class. They're reticent. The educator's greatest problem today is the apathy of the students.
What's wrong with their heads?
I can tell you in one word, Stephen. Discipline. Thank goodness you weren't a sulky bear. You were always a smiley bear.
Then, you remember me?
Not as such. So many pupils, Stephen. They come and they go. But I can always spot those who were nice boys. You can tell from the forehead. The lobes, right, class? I'm glad you stopped by, Stephen. Would you care to say a few words to the class about civic responsibility?
Not really. I was just passing through.
Oh, but you must, Stephen. A positive role model might be just the thing to inspire these little monsters. Stephen, have you any questions for me? Or shall I continue with class?
Say fuck.
Ask
I
away
wonder what
then.
happens if you say quality time to her.
Say fuck. Quality time.
We don't follow, do we, class?
Shame.
Say fuck.
Yeah.
We don't follow, do we, class?
Damn it.
Damn it. Damn it, Bobby.
Damn, Bob. What's the point if no one wants to fuck?
We don't practice corporal punishment here.
There is people who want
I've
to
never
fuck in this.
believed in that old
It's
adage,
sadly your mum.
spare the rod and spoil the child. A rod is too thin. But a baseball bat? That bridges the generation gap quite nicely.
What the fuck?
Oh dear. Colonel Monroe is conducting another air raid drill. Everyone into the hallway, quick!
Yeah?
Here we go.
If an A-bomb hits, what good is it gonna do to duck and cover?
Very wise.
Freeze laughing. I think she's my favourite
stars,
just for that
was
face.
exciting.
Yeah. I hate this kid.
It's another day in Texas.
You what, sorry?
This is just... I'm amazed.
This lodge. What do you know about it?
The building itself, like Harvest, was constructed with a specific
Well,
purpose
no,
in
just
mind.
finished beating this
That
child to
noble
death with
intent
this
is
all
known
that.
only to those
Well,
within the
well,
order. You're at about the right age to join them, Stephen, and you will do so if you care about your future.
Strangest thing he's seen today.
Stop by anytime, Stephen.
The music's so evil.
Quality time. Ask if you want some quality time.
Is that the Ed Gein Memorial Bake Sale?
Quality time with me, Stephen. We could have some
The fucking fire station.
Please excuse the mess. They've done wonders with the upstairs bedroom, but this garage defies color coordination.
Arky, head of your fire department. Please, it's not the subject, it's the process. Don't be such a party. We're talking about art. Besides, we haven't had a fire in Harvest since the newspaper building burned down. Though I'll admit that the Wasp Woman's place is one big accident waiting to happen. Isn't that right, Spots?
This man knows how to draw, but...
My own heart.
Black.
You what?
It's like a young Jack Black.
Art enriches the community, Steve. No less than a pulsing fire hose or a fireman beating down a blazing door. So what if we're drawing a nude man? So what if all we ever draw is a nude man, or the same nude man over and over in all sorts of provocative positions? Context, not content. Process, not subject. Don't be so ghost, Steve. It's beneath you. Some people think all we do is sit around, sketching fetching examples of manhood for our own amusement. Nothing could be further from the truth. Why, just the other day we cited Tetsuo Crumb for fire code violations. All the dried out paper wasp nests clustered around our wooden house. Why, it's a chemlog just waiting for the right faggot. Believe me, none of us wants to see another fiasco like the Sentinel fire.
Reclaiming
a dreadful affair.
Taking
You
it back,
wouldn't
boy.
think that a brick and steel building with a sprinkler system could go up that quickly.
I hate his face.
He hates thinking about that fire.
He's just busted a fat nut in his pants.
Please. Wayne was glad enough to see the thing go up, and so was McKnight.
He's looking to see if anyone noticed.
If you could get into that safe in his wall... Forget it. Look, Steve, as far as I know, the fire was an accident. Let's just leave it at that.
Alex.
Now don't you go
You played it
moving.
again.
I'm playing it again. I'm talking to the fireman.
It talks like fucking Choose Goose.
Do you know you can come when a wasp stings you?
Alex does know this. He was here when I talked to the woman.
Oh, what's the point?
Alex,
I even fucked it up.
Alex told me to say penis to everyone repeatedly.
Especially these guys.
Yeah, well, I haven't tried it with these guys.
Can't talk now.
Penis.
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 Come again?
Yes.
Bye bye.
I don't
Again.
converse on the job,
Penis.
Steve.
I like his face
I
is
don't
like really.
converse on the job, Steve.
You know, he's concentrating really hard.
He's a consummate professional.
Oh, look what you made me do.
Oh, I love it. I love these guys.
Like it's spooky music the whole time.
And no matter where you are, it's still that weird alien music.
It's a very weird place.
Excellent pink fire truck as well. Have you managed to deal with the half military man?
Yeah, I've shown everyone him.
Did you manage to piss him off and blow everyone up?
Yeah, quite easily. I just said the llamas were coming.
Yeah, he's got some pretty nasty trigger words.
I'll go at the meat plant. No one's eating, are they? I'll take that as a no.
No.
Oh no, this is already going to be a joy, isn't it?
It's awful. I've put off coming here.
I already had enough Chinese food to feed a small suburban family. I think we'll be alright.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, cats, I see.
How's your father? Is he better?
About the same, I guess.
He's been away from work for weeks, and when I call your house, your mother won't let me talk to him.
I haven't seen him either.
This is wrong with your dad.
I don't know. I can't get in to see him. What's with all the cats? This a slaughterhouse or a kennel?
Oh, them? They eat the scraps, that's all.
Yeah, but look at them. Isn't there some kind of health department that keeps tabs on these things?
Are you going to work at the health department, Steve? Or here?
Very gross.
I'll go talk to the men at the police station. Then I'm assuming once you've been everywhere, then the day'll end or something will go
Sheriff
down.
Dwayne.
Sheriff
Can only
Dwayne.
help,
Dwayne.
Hello, Steve.
Dwayne.
Let me introduce myself. I'm Sheriff Dwayne, and this here is Lewis.
Pleasure, I reckon.
Then
I love
He's
how
got
you
away with
have
words,
the
that
same
Dwayne.
lyrics.
Of course we have. But I heard about your alleged amnesia and figured I'd play along. I sure hope this is just a prank and not the start of some insanity plea. Keep your nose clean, or you'll wind up in jail.
were a kidder, Steve.
That's no place to hold a wedding. I understand you witnessed Miss Whaley's dispensing a little discipline at the school, and she thinks you may be feeling a mite bent about it.
Discipline at the school.
Is this to do that? It's the dad pies, whatever the frig they're called.
Yeah, dad gum.
That's always the wisest course, boy.
Okay, I'll
man.
stop.
Sticking your nose where it doesn't belong can get you in a world of trouble, especially if you're a gynecologist. Heck, there isn't a
Strange taste, but I
psychiatrist
respect
around
your
who
decision.
disagree
Especially
about
if you're
what
a
a calming
gynecologist.
influence a dent in
Sticking
the
your nose
head
and
can
stuff,
be.
especially if you're a
You can't
gynecologist.
argue with science,
Nice.
Steve.
Yeah.
It's bigger than all of us.
No, thank you.
I've
I've
said
got a
penis
bit
to
of
this
chocolate
guy.
here. I have not said penis to this guy.
Alright.
Say
Ask
what?
him about quality time.
They thought
Oh god. Quality time.
Quality time.
Say what?
Okay, say fuck.
Okay.
You gotta get these out of the way, Jen.
Say what?
Okay.
Say what?
Oh,
No!
What?
Oh god damn.
He sounds
Say
like
the-
Will Smith rapping.
Say what?
Whoa.
That's a good audio clip right there.
Who's Loomis?
Loomis here is my deputy. Without him, I'd have a hard time keeping the peace, or at least taking a lunch break. Mainly Loomis answers the phone and babysits the office while I'm out. Though sometimes he likes to go in the back and stain the jail mattress. Isn't that right, Loomis?
Oh, now, Sheriff, what you gotta go and say that for?
Loomis has more than his share of problems. I wouldn't invite him to the wedding. Or if you do, make sure he doesn't catch the garter. That could be embarrassing.
Oh, the serial masturbator.
Oh,
How about that?
I wouldn't do nothing, Dwayne. But I sure would like a little garter than been around Stephanie's thigh. Oh, well, that'd be right special.
Jesus.
What the fuck?
Crime-wise, nothing much happened in Harvest since the newspaper fire. Oh, sure. Every week or so we get the odd transient dropping dead. But other than that, it gets pretty slow around here.
Transients.
We get a lot of bums, drifters passing through Harvest. Those people are never very healthy to start with. I figured they come to our fair town, look around and decide it's a nice place to die.
You mean they drop dead here on a regular basis?
Like flies. I'd slap 'em all in jail if I could, but there's never enough room. Besides, they're pretty good about not sticking around long. Sure, it's a burden on Mr. Moynihan, though, having to bury them all. I only hope the PTA Lodge bake sale will help out along those lines.
What does that mean? I've got a lovely little waddle going on.
No, spooky.
Oh, Willie.
Boxcar Willie. We shall rest easily without you. Wow, what a tombstone.
Ash.
Why, this is all just...
It's quite the establishment up ahead.
Oh, stringing nooses. Yeah, great.
He definitely has a good waddle about him.
Like how straight his back is when he walks. It's never moving.
He's a bit beyond his years, isn't he?
Yeah, he's meant to have just got out of high school, but we're not sure really whether the actor was like that.
Got a fucking dad bod going on, like in the works. You know what I mean?
Yes, he's definitely honing his
latent dad energy.
He'll be eating them dadgum pies soon enough.
He's 20, but his body says 50.
Oh, his rather is rising.
Oh. This must be Mr. Moynihan.
Stephen?
Who are you?
I am Daniel Moynihan, mortician and proprietor of the Wayward Hotel, PTA, and the Order of the Harvest Moon. The proceeds will be used to set up a fund for transients. In other words, bums and societal rejects without families who wander into Harvest uninvited.
Then the Order is setting up shelters for the homeless?
Not shelters. Graves.
Not shelters.
You see a great number of these hobos
They don't
die
even want to
while
give him a
passing
chance.
through. Don't ask me why, it's what those people do. Use your common sense, Stephen, memory or no. If they were involved in setting up homeless shelters, then why would I be involved? And why would I be sustaining losses? As always, the Order of the Harvest Moon has taken the lead in addressing our societal ills. Through their sponsorship of the blood drive and the bake sale, the Lodge ensures that all our needs are met.
Needs? Such as?
Pardon me, there are corpses to prepare.
Oh.
And my losses have been substantial of late. If you're sincerely interested in the Order, however, you should stop by the Lodge and speak with the Sergeant-at-Arms.
Why should I be interested, Mr. Moynihan?
Of all the spots in Harvest, the Lodge is the most prominent, literally and figuratively. It is the ambition of everyone here to join. And join you must.
It sounded
to
like that
attain
fart
wisdom.
sound that Adam made earlier.
What kind of wisdom?
If I knew, I'd be a member. I have the feeling you have what it takes to join the Order, Stephen. We all believe that. Whether or not you live up to your potential is up to you.
What does it mean, losses?
It seems that Like some elephant's graveyard, people of low station come to harvest to die.
I keep reading penis
They
everywhere.
simply
God
drop dead. God knows, by putting these people up at the Wayward Hotel, I do more.
This is an interesting point-and-click adventure in that you haven't
What's the
actually
brand?
picked anything up yet.
I picked up a newspaper. You do pick stuff up later, but I think it's so early in
Russell
the game.
Brand, yes, thank you.
Russell Brand.
Oh, they're
But
just
I
sort
haven't.
of establishing the setting.
Yeah. I thought this would be good to stream because I'm actually shit at point and clicks and I know there's a lot of combining stuff later on, and I was like, well, other people are smarter than me, so they can be like, oh, stick to a plate and you've got a shovel, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
point-and-click games. So good.
I suck at them. But I wanted to play this one.
And so far, all you've got out of us is say penis.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, at some point, it works on
gonna
one
come in
man.
useful.
It works on him.
Alex, I'm putting kettle on. Do you want a brew?